Bien Ho. Let's bring him out, Peter Elliott! I'm sure everyone would love to know, what? Did you get anything for Christmas?
Well, as you know, I was stationed in my base on Christmas Eve. But my family was kind enough to send me packages of things I missed from home.
You write home, do you use a gloomy touch in your tone, or do you use an optimistic feel? You don't want to worry the family.
I try to be as optimistic as I can, because optimism is the key.
So it's mostly optimistic.
It is very optimistic, because optimistic tones really just set the mood.
Wow, that's great. Now, let's get back to the Christmas. What did you happen to do on Christmas?
Well, on Christmas, my family sent me a lot of packages.
Very nice.
It made me feel very optimistic that day.
That's great.
Then later that night, Christmas Eve, about midnight or so, the tanks and the motors, they sent off thunderous, flares in the sky, and it really helped contribute to the celebration.
Now I'm guessing those thunderous flares happen to look like fireworks.
They did. It helped me and the lads, my, fellow companions, really think of, those fireworks on Christmas, so it helped with the celebration.
That's amazing. Now I'm guessing no one but you guys, have ever seen fireworks quite like those.
It was so bright in the sky. All my lads were very optimistic that day.
That's amazing. Now, did you have anything during Christmas at the bases that would have made you feel kind of at home?
Yeah, actually, after the flares died down and the bright light everybody got really silent. And then, out of the blue, one of my fellow companions, started singing Silent Night. And then, later on in the night, everybody started singing along with him, and, it really made me feel like home, like that, I just want to win this war so I can go home to my family on Christmas Eve next year, and, made me feel optimistic, like I can go home.
That is fantastic. Now, when you guys were singing, I'm guessing it was like your bass was here and there's a bunch of other basses. Now, I'm guessing that was such a loud noise. Does it happen to, echo anywhere?
Yes, it did. Because of the flares, you could just echoed everywhere. All the bases that were around could hear it. It's just everybody was running up home that night.
Now, I think this is one of the coolest stories from the people we've talked to from Vietnam recently. And, most people, they act all sad and, they don't care about Christmas, but you guys, you really showed some true spirit. You showed that you guys were going to win this for us. By singing Silent Night all together, it's beautiful. It's so inspirational that even in one of your darkest times and in such a death-ridden land, you can find this joyfulness and this optimism inside of yourself to sing such a beautiful song.
Oh, and one more thing that happened on Christmas Eve. We actually got a Christmas tree.
You got a Christmas?
Yeah, we took a picture with it, and I gave it to her, so she's going to show you guys it.
Yes, actually, let's take a look at this Christmas.
Silent night, holy.
Well, it looks like we have run out of time.
Oh, rats!
Darn. Well, I would like to thank you so much for being here during one of the coolest and most inspiring and most optimistic stories I've ever heard from Vietnam.
Optimism.
And I'm sure it'll inspire every single person to, think about their lives and think, even though I'm in a really hard time, I can still be happy and celebrate with the people who are around me, like you guys
That
did.
sounds very optimistic.
Very optimistic. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, it was nice meeting you.